Now back to the Brian Zimmerman Show. Here's Brian.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Brian Zimmerman Show, where I share personal tell-all stories and revelations on my good and bad experiences in sales, music, marketing, and radio. I want to talk today about micromanagers. Micromanagers and the difference between them and leaders, right? A micromanager is somebody who's not there to help you. He's not your friend. He or she is not your friend. They are there to watch every single move that you make or don't make, right? If you're filling in all the, the populating all the fields in CRM, if you're making how many dials you're making, you have to make 50 calls. Are you making 50? Maybe if you're making more than 50, right? Some managers like when micromanagers want you to make more than what your KPI is. They're always looking over your shoulder. They're always breathing down your neck. I had a manager, he was actually the CEO of a company who wanted me to type out on a piece of paper. My 6 months, I'm going to get, X amount of meetings by March 1st. And he typed it out, right? And he gave me the paper. And he wanted me to type my version exactly the way he had it typed out. This was like I was in first grade or something. I never, it's one thing to say, here's my goals, but to actually replicate exactly the way, same font, same spacing. This is serious now. Everything exactly the way that he had typed it out, I had to do the same thing every week or every month it was. Totally ridiculous. A leader is there to cheer you on when you win. They're there to offer support and help when needed, but they let you they kind of let you go and take the steering wheel and let you do your job without any sort of real uncomfortable doing all these little things that they want you to do that prevent you from actually doing your job and getting the results that they're looking for. A leader is somebody who is supportive, right? Very supportive. They are there to help you. As I said, they're not there to breathe down your neck. And if you missed something on the, if you spelled something wrong on the CRM, they're not going to penalize you for it. I had a manager once who wanted me to put everything in the CRM, but then I had to make a separate spreadsheet of the exact same stuff that I put in the CRM. So it was a duplicate, basically. Everything in the CRM, but then I had to send them a weekly report at the end of every Friday of the exact same thing that was in CRM. And meetings, how many meetings that we had during a week's time to, again, spy on you and see what you're up to. See if you're actually working. Well, no, I'm not working. I'm doing a meeting with you 3 times a week because you don't trust me that I'm working remotely, that I'm doing my work. I'm trying to succeed here. But if you're going to keep interrupting me all the time and making me do these silly, busy things that are holding me up and preventing me from actually getting the results and being successful, it's a lose-lose situation. So, and I've had my fair share of micromanagers, and I think that, and there's so much out there on LinkedIn about, really, at the end of the day, nobody wants to work for a micromanager. And if you are a micromanager, why are you hiring somebody that you don't trust, that you have to watch like a baby every second of the day? The micromanagement stuff has to stop. It's all about control, and it's not about being your friend or being somebody that you can look up to as a mentor or a support system. The micromanagement stuff has to stop. But that'll do it for me. I'm Brian. As always, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.